All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, Episode 8. All right, so last episode.
We got some wonderful Subume focus, backstory, got to see why she wants to not just make anime, but specifically make animation.
Yeah.
Because she loves movement and she loves to portray that with art.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And there could be someone like really wanting to see that. And she's going to be the person that will then, be the vessel and actually like show that to people through her creativity and her art. And it's really cool because there's a lot of times where you see like specific niche things that people are really passionate about and stuff, and you don't really see other people that are really passionate about it. So she's doing this primarily for herself, which is good. But then when they're in the actual anime production thing, she needs to have people, the rest of her group know, like, this is why this is so important to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, we have been having some complications with the actual production schedule for this giant robot anime, because not only were they a bit behind schedule, but then, storm happened and they were forced to take a day off when they really couldn't afford to.
Right.
And as wonderful as that, baths scene was with them playing around and stuff, that was a setback. So
it was a setback, and we'll have to see how they recover from here. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Okay,
so
yeah,
they did it.
Live?
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay.
Sound effects are great.
We're reacting to anime of people that made an anime reacting to
their anime
that they made. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. So the levels and stuff might need a little bit of adjustment. Yeah. Gotcha. Cool. カット150と82の音楽の意味合いを他のシーンとつなげてみて、カット24の音楽をカット86の音楽がしっくりこないんだけど。もしかしたらさ、そこ音楽なしでいいんじゃないですか。Ah, yes. Ah, yes. This is something I understand. Ha, you see all the flashes?
Yeah.
The crosses. Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah. I love it. Jeez. Wait.
Or is this going to be a tie-in to their next project?
Oh. This is the family.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
they're gonna see it.
Yep, they are. Oh. Okay.
That could cause some trouble.
Yeah.
Ah. Air conditioning control club.
Yeah, I have dirt on them. Ooh. Yeah, it's all a vehicle. Yeah. But as long as you're okay with it, then it will do it. Wow. Yeah, then the parents show up. Oh, man.
それが今後の制作環境を向上させるのであればやるべきです。箸の持ち方おかしくない？
え？
それで掴める？私やっぱやるわ。
Oh, okay. They already know.
それに今日うちの親文化祭来るって。
Yes, Nani. Yeah. Unless it's so amazing that they, like, you need to do more of this, you know? Easy breezy. Easy breezy. Easy breezy. Easy breezy. Easy breezy, easy breezy, easy breezy, easy breezy, needle. Da 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 ba da ba da ba da ba 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 da ba da ba da ba ba da ba. Easy breezy. Shibahama. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Oh! I love that Asakusa's in full on like military camo and fatigues and everything. Oh no! Wow! Oh my god! Wait, what? Yeah. All right. Yes. Is that a banner? Wow. That's awesome. Wow! Let's go! Wow. Wow. Oh! Yeah, yeah. Okay. Here goes. All right. Oh my god. I love it. Yeah. Jeez, this school is insane. Like... Yep. Bargaining with the air conditioning club. Oh, misusing funds? Oh, dang. Wow. Kanamori, you legend! Look at her go! Alright. Quick, hide. Oh, yes. Get in the robot. Yes. I love it. Brilliant. Yes. Indeed.
Dun dun dun.
Ah! This is awesome.
I love it.
Oh
Oh my god, and they're doing the...
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Misusaki's mapped out this entire area.
Yep.
We know exactly where you need to go.
Oh my god, this is...
Wow.
This is amazing. What is this? This is so great.
Oh my god. Oh!
Oh, it's not her.
Decoys!
Yep.
Oh! I love how they don't just take the robot part off.
Yep. Oh my god.
Wow. Wow. That-
Yep, yep, yep. Oh my god. Yes! Is he like humming like his favorite like opening?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, yes.
Basha!
That kind of takes me back.
Wow, even the dad that's just like, oh man. To zip line? Wait,
They're actually showing.
running up all the stairs.
He's getting to live out his dream. Yes! Yes!
Wow. I love this so much. This is
So
great.
good. Now they're packed.
Yeah.
The parents.
The man in black! Ah! Oh no.
Let's go. It's
Yep.
time.
申し訳ありません。お止めしたのですが。
どういうこと？
僕が言ったんだ。ツバメをアニメから遠ざけてくれって。
Oh, they were differing on this.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
because she wasn't
that's
aware.
interesting.
Yeah. The one person. Yeah. Breathing.
入ってます。今だ。おいまだ。見てください。
Whoa. We have to have an anime food scene. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see the way she was holding the chopsticks and the mom noticed?
Hey!
Nice. Sweet, sweet. Nice. Ooh.
That looks
And they get that
good.
explosion down, yeah.
Wow.
Oh. awesome. They're like, oh.
ツバメってほら小さい頃から踊りがうまかったじゃん。テレビを真似たりしてさ。
ああ、おばあちゃんの動きもよく真似してたよね。
何でもすぐ分析して再現してた。
あ
でもいつからだろう。自分で再現して演技するより絵で再現する方が楽しそうに見えた。
yeah.
やっぱりツバメの才能は観察眼なのよ。
あ
子供は育つのに。
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
役者になれて口酸っぱく言ってきたけど、ツバメはもう立派。
Yeah. Awesome. Nice. That's awesome. That's sponsored
really
by
cool.
the Robot Research Club. Exactly.
Yeah.
Animation by the Video Research Animation. Yes.
That was
Oh.
that was great.
今 DVD を予約した方には特典がつきます。
They're cheering him on and everything.
あとは我々がやります。水崎氏は裏から出て昼飯を調達してきてください。
Okay.
ありがとう。600円です。
僕が払おう。
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
自分の演技に満足したことってある？
Hmm.
私はないね。
僕もないな。
そっか。私が生きるってことはこういうものをひたすら作ることなんだ。
That is a
Oh.
line.
Yeah.
これはもうどうしようもない。
Wow.
持っていかなきゃ。どうだった？アニメーション。
生の爆発はちょっと印象違うよ。それと箸の持ち方は。
それ教えて。でもいい演技だった。
Hmm. Yeah.
役者夫婦見どころ分かってんじゃん。
Nice. Nice.
Awesome.
DVD の予約すごいよ。用意したボードも全部なくなった。
Oh wow.
That's something.
ダメのお友達？
いえ、仲間です。
Oh.
Nice. Nice.
That was wonderful.
That was the perfect way.
That was
to end
also
it.
a fun, little translation thing there because she said nakama des, meaning no, we're more than friends, you know.
We're more than friends. We're nakama.
Exactly. And there is no translation in the English language that perfectly translator's note. Oh my god.
That was awesome. I loved how much just
So much fun.
zany fun. Yeah, basically
Yes.
just before the actual screening.
Uh-huh. Da 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 da.
So what's next? Like,
Well, they make another one of these and another
Sure.
one and another one.
well, but like,
They might have what I would guess is more people wanting to be a part of their next project as well,
sure.
so that they can end up diverting more of the flow of work to, people that are also wanting to be, animators or just to do individual pieces of the work. All right, we
Okay.
got ourselves the full-on production.
Yep.
We got ourselves Mizusaki and her parents showing up and just
Oh yeah, that
just showing their support for this. And this is just it's so good.
I love
it's wholesome and wonderful.
I love all the different things that came together to make this happen.
Right.
In addition to just the making of the actual product, right?
Yeah.
You know, the parents being there, the blackmailing of the air conditioning management club, you know, like all these things, the zip line and the robot decoys and everything. Right. Like it was just such an adventure, so fantastical and just whimsical and fun and awesome.
And what it feels like in a really cool way is basically saying, guys, you have no idea how many stupid little things have to get pulled into order in order to make an anime.
All the little miracles that need to add up in order to make it happen. Yeah. And that we don't see.
And these are just dramatic examples of things that might have a parallel in real life. But even if they don't, they still work as just being like, that's what marketing is like. You just kind of, you know, abuse the one little benefit thing that you have there. And you're like, you can get these special pre-order bonuses. And, you know, just trying to actually make the whole process be worth something. And I loved also in some ways how they even tapped into the whole notion of super fans that will basically like buy anything, even if it doesn't make sense entirely, just because that's probably the only way they're going to get enough compensation to make this process, you know, actually
like pay off,
worthwhile, and the financial side of things. But
it happened.
It happened. It worked. It had, you know, a full like kind of teaser trailer, kind of first episode part fight concept piece kind of feel to it. And I guess maybe the next step is
making more of it,
making more of this anime, making it into a potential like, you know, series, a mini series, or making a full OVA or something like that. Or something. But like, we've got a lot to look forward to for these girls now.
We do,
because this was a success for what it was meant to be. Got their names out there even more.
They got a decent amount of money from it. I don't know exactly how much, but
they get a good chunk of money from it. They're probably going to have some extra support from people that aren't like ones that they could predict. Like maybe even Mizusaki's parents end up being involved in some way.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, maybe you know, the school just hires them to make like an animated intro bit for like the school's opening ceremonies next year or something. And it's just like, here you go, a real flat like hard commission. Make this. And like, you know, that's something that just could end up happening. We'll have to see. But the emotional angle juxtaposed against the zany hilarity of it was what made this episode for me. Getting to see her parents and have them just being like, she's really become quite the artist, you know? Kids are just going to grow up even if we don't, you know, even if we aren't involved. It's going to happen whether we like it or not.
Noticing little things like the you know, the flourish with the drink.
The chopsticks.
The chopsticks,
too. And the way she was running, the way the characters were running. She's like, that's all Mizusaki. It's something that's so wonderful as parents that they notice this and they're able to be, I would say, wise enough to kind of step back and kind of let their daughter just be who she is. I love that there wasn't any pointless drama with the parents.
And
my God.
Like, it was actually something where I was kind of surprised at the angle that the show was taking it because we hadn't really seen much of her parents up till now.
Not
and
that
was, if anything, their characterization is that we don't see them, right? You know, they're not around, which totally works, right? But then to have there be a resolution in this episode when they were also kind of introduced to this episode, like, you know, or at least we got to really meet them this episode, I feel like, and having that be cathartic, like that's not easy. That's not easy to do, and it worked, and I'm really glad that it did. And now, we're on to the next thing. Like they gave her their blessing basically of keep doing this, and you know, because how could they possibly stop her, and why would they want to? So all right, we've made an anime. It
made an anime.
Yep.
Like, it's yeah, this is just really good. This is just really good. And now we get to see the three of them being recognized as, you know, like in that same way that, you know, they're definitely friends, and yes, they're Nakama, but the way in which they're shouldering this dream, they're shouldering this desire that they have together to make anime, and now it's being recognized as something that's valid. It's something so good.
So now at this point, since they got the money from like the pre-orders and stuff, does that mean that they get to just not need to be sponsored, that they can just make something that they want?
Why not? Why not just get bigger sponsors?
Well, I mean, that definitely works too. Yes, that is very true.
No, don't go independent yet. Keep milking that horse, that cow of
that cash cow.
That cash cow, yeah. Right. Why not?
I mean, yeah.
Like if anything, they've got so much stuff that they could potentially do. It's more just a thing of making sure they use their resources on something that they're going to be excited about. So
right.
Let them pit even sponsors against each other, you know?
Yeah, well, and even like if they're wanting to continue working with the people that they worked with for this project, that's going to cost, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
But y'all,
oh boy.
This was quite a dramatic, fun, like kind of mini finale for the actual work that they've been doing on this robot anime, and then getting to see all the other characters kind of react and have their moments, you know, within that is nice and fun.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the live voice acting thing was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I was really surprised by that. I was like, okay, all right. The fact that one of them like rustled the script or whatever in the middle of his line, I was like, I wonder, like, that's something you probably don't want to do, like, because I'm sure no one heard that. Yeah.
Right, but also, do you then clip out that audio in the DVD, and then like when you're also hearing the crowd like screaming and clapping and stuff and just making noises, even though they were actually pretty quiet during it, which I was surprised they didn't have like a special thing of like, can you everyone make sure to be quiet until this point so that it doesn't get picked up by the mics.
Well, I think if I recall correctly, in the beginning when they were talking about, I can't believe we made it in time, and Kanamori's like, no, we didn't make it in time because we weren't able to get it dubbed. So then that's something we'll do for the DVD. Like we'll actually
do it. They said they were going to at least do the lines live, but
right. But that for the DVD, I think what they were saying is that they just do an actual proper dubbing while producing it
afterwards. Gotcha. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. So then just having the lines in there is just a thing that they're just sending out live.
Right. Yeah. But I had no idea that a live dubbing was something that like was a thing.
Well, like, I guess it's not what they're. I mean, right.
No, but like I just never would have thought of that. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if that's hearkening back to something that happened just in the industry that was famous or something like that.
Oh,
like
sure.
Just a reference of like anyone that was, you know, around at this time. Do you remember when we had to do live dubbings or something like that?
Sure.
Be like, oh, yeah, I remember those days or something. That could be kind of cool. Because this was kind of a nostalgia thing for, I would say, veterans of the anime industry by going back to giant robots and you know, even having a character in the episode being like, oh, this kind of takes me back.
Yeah, that was great.
I'm like, I see what you're going for here.
Yep. Yeah. The zip line, I think, was like, okay, because the whole thing with the rockets, right?
Oh, right. Yeah.
You know, and it's like, all right, that, of course, because this school is crazy and extra. Yeah. So, of course, they would use tactics of a similar fashion. But the zip line was just like, all right, yes. And then he's all like, I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing, you know, and he's cheering, I think, and he was singing, I think, like the opening from his favorite
one
show.
Of his favorite.
Yeah.
I started to pick up on that when I started to see the da 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 da, like going in a specific way and it get repeated. I was like, wait a minute, he's like humming or singing his favorite song from like an anime. And it's like, oh, he's singing that anime OP. I'm like, yes, he is.
And then the thing of just don the robot costume, brilliant, of course, wonderful, right? And then they're like, oh no, but we know she's in a robot costume. All right, Now, where all the extra robot costumes came from, who knows? Who cares? Not important.
Not important.
But, you know, it's like a lend me your energy, you know, like power of friendship, everyone, you know, grouping together in order to make this happen.
Of course.
Even visitors to the school.
I mean, they sponsored this. They want this to happen. Like, they're invested.
Well, I wasn't surprised that the Robot Society would do that, but the amount of other people that they got into it was just
they were rewarding them with a specific thing if they would wear the costume.
Indeed,
that was Asaka's job, was
right? Yeah,
being at the front and giving out the costumes, and they were constantly churning out more giant robots. You know.
I feel like I don't have too much to say about this episode other than just I love it because like everything was just like I was just sort of experiencing it and being like, all right, this is happening, right? And then it was just a ton of fun.
Right. A lot of the things that are in this show in terms of discussion stuff are things that are kind of beyond our capacity to actually really appreciate and stuff because they're more along the lines of little kind
like
of
technical stuff
and technical things for the actual production of it.
Yeah.
So in that regard, it's a show that is really fun to talk about from the passion, creative side of things with regards to the story. And then there are all the little funny moments where it gets like it gets obvious that they are making either a reference or some kind of, you know, pointing out of a specific thing because of how a scene is drawn or animated, like the Kanamori scene where she's extorting the the air conditioning club and trying to negotiate down for the actual temperature that they're going to have there. And
when they like are refusing and they're sort of haggling, then she just brings her number down further. Like she goes from like 18 down to 16 and they're like, no, we can't.
And then they end up actually doing it.
Yeah. Put your heart into every degree.
I love how they have like practically like suits and stuff as well.
Yep.
And then their pictures are them like eating like a bunch of really fancy food and stuff with their budget. And then also the fact that they put the AC specifically to be at 16 degrees probably for them, even though it's, you know, 36 degrees outside or something.
Yeah.
That's funny because then they ended up getting 16 degrees for them there. It's kind of like she's saying, I know what temperature you guys set it at.
So just give us some of that goodness.
Give us what you got.
In this much larger room.
Right.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun. I loved the whole Kanamori being the guy in the desk, you know, with the phone and kind of to,
guiding them through the
Mizusaki. That was hilarious.
That was absolutely wonderful. I also really loved the bit where Kanamori is talking to them over like at the fire about what they need to do to boost it. And you know, Mizusaki originally is kind of hesitant to be like, you know, using her name and everything and her fame for it, you know, but I'm glad that didn't become a negative thing.
Right.
You know, she was like, oh, okay, well, my parents already know. So, okay. Yep. All right. This is happening. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. And that's something that, you know, as far as all the skills and talents that they have available, there's no like preconceptions or preconceived notions with regards to, but we won't ask you to use every asset available to you, Mizusaki, just because you have more than we do as far as resources go. You have access to more. No, we're
all 100% into this.
We're all in, and that was kind of cool. But I was a little bit worried as well that there'd be some drama around it being, hey, it's a little presumptuous to that she would, you know, exploit her image in that way for the purpose of selling anime. And then the joke of it is that if literally anyone in an animation studio had any kind of stardom like that, the joke of it is probably that, we would exploit that to the utmost limit to sell as many DVDs or as much merchandise or get as many pre-orders as possible.
I'm pretty sure that's a lot of the reason behind the like the super tier voice actors and voice actresses, like oftentimes for the female seiyuu, like making like the like pop groups and stuff like that, you know, and like doing singing and things like that in order to kind of boost the fame of the person so that way they'll have fans that will come in to the products that they're a part of.
Oh, right.
You know?
Yes.
Like, and that's probably why they get the big bucks, you know, when they're on those projects, because you put that name on something.
It's
and
free marketing, basically.
Right. It's like when, you know, Disney all of a sudden realized, like, wait, if we get famous people to do voices in our movies, we'll sell a lot more. You know,
I mean, also a lot of those people are famous because they're good at doing what they do. So
right, yeah, that
they
too.
End up actually acting in the voice acting part. They don't just provide the voice.
Yes,
you know?
Robin Williams did a fantastic job as the genie.
Yeah, even though it was
also
a horrible situation. But yeah, we got our anime finished and done, and the girls are not satisfied with it.
Right.
I liked that little bit where she was like, "Are you guys ever satisfied with your acting?" And they're like, no, not really. And she's like, oh, okay, cool.
Good.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I love that angle of it there, because I think that it is important to be satisfied in some areas of your life. I think that there are a lot of times where we as people find satisfaction to be something that is negative. Because it's like, but now you're no longer changing or growing. It's like, no, it's basically just being present. Just being willing to accept things as they are.
Sure.
And make the most of them.
But then there are those points.
Where you're specifically going after a goal. And that makes everything that you do along the process towards that goal be something that you will not be entirely satisfied with until you've achieved said goal.
And I love that
maybe once you finished a goal, you're like, I'm going to use that same energy, that dissatisfaction, to propel me even further beyond it, then towards future goals.
I love that she was like, and there's nothing I can do about it. And she said it with a smile on her face. Like,
that was the, you know, making this about my life, right?
Yeah. Living to me is
doing one of these after.
Yeah, to me, living simply means making one of these after another. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just like, all right, well, there you go.
There it is.
There it is. Like that whole question that you have when you're young of, you know, what do I be when I grow up? You know, what do I do? All that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever have something like that, there you go.
There you go. Yeah. So y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us and the community there about this show, about anime in general, and you can also talk with Jacob about the sci-fi novel that he wrote.
Yep. Wrote a sci-fi novel called Battle Lines, in case you haven't heard of it before now. It's on Amazon. The link is in the description down below.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see it there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.